time, Lubie time, Lubie time.
We have so much.
So many Lubies, gonna be talking about some Lubies. And thank you, I Really Play Video Games, for the 20 months of subbing, you goddamn angel. Hi, Majestic Kayla. Oh, Chicago, this episode is gonna be lubed up whether Dr. Jordan and I want it to be or not.
Oh yeah, it is gonna be slippery when wet, and oh gosh, this is gonna be a fun one.
Ooh, Lord. You know what? This is when you know it took us this much amount of time, Dr. Jordan. Now, I've trusted you since the beginning. Oh no. Maybe she'll come back. It's just me. It's just me. There you're back.
Hi. I was like, shit, fuck.
What happened? No, it just seemed like an internet thing because we got it. We're lubed. You know why? It's because we're not lubed up yet, and it's because we're hitting some problems in the beginning. Yes, I don't really play video games. Did Dr. Jordan leave as soon as you started talking trust, Jackie? Yes, you did, Dr. Jordan.
Apparently, I was just like,
peace. Uh-oh, we've got our raiders coming in. Get ready. It's Lubie time. Sorry.
We're going to make lots of good songs about the absurdity that we are about to do on stream.
Cannot. I love the word Lubie, man. I think Lubie is so fun.
I feel like Lubie is like the rejected Pokemon of just like literally just like a lube bottle that just squirts at people. It's super effective. I really want that as a Pokemon, which I feel like might just be all of hentai. Because you can't get the lube because it's too slippery. We did it! That's our new Pokemon! We did it!
Sell it! Let's sell it!
Now it is.
Oh my god. And I'm so glad, Slime Gang, that your fucking hat fits. It makes me so happy. And thank you guys so much for joining us. And Yahtzee rises, oh god, Flavored Lubes, having flashbacks to working at Spencer's Gifts at 16, 17 years old, and old men coming in to ask me which of the shitty lubes and vibrators I like best. Yuck.
I think Spencer's Gifts may have been my first like actual store that like when I was underage that had like sex toys and like sex things because I wasn't able to do that.
Of course. I mean, I think it's why we all loved Spencer's. Like, I remember I was like 15 and I bought penis-shaped macaroni and I was like, ooh, I'm eating dicks. And
I used to get my, this says a lot about my family. I used to get my dad the like BDSM bears from Spencer's, and like every year I get him like a new kinky bear. It is ridiculous. I think he still has some of them. Not even gonna lie.
I love it. And El Pasta asks, is Spencer's a sex shop technically?
Technically, yes, but not necessarily yes. It's not technically. They're not licensed for it. But technically, actually, no. I have the answer to that. Technically, no, because there's not pornographic material, and you don't have to be over the age of 18 to go. Because like in sex shops, you have to both be over the age of 8. Like you have to be over the age of 18 versus Spencer's is like highly recommend that you are supervised by an adult kind of a deal. You are not allowed to go into a sex shop underage, even when supervised by a grown-up. Yes, talking about novelty shop for the most part.
Yeah, Spencer's a gray line, AC Bryn says, and I just want to say, like we say at the top of every show, if you have any questions, not only about flavored lubies, but about any kind of lubies, if you've got lubie questions, you could pop them in chat. If you don't feel comfortable popping them in chat, you can always email me at ohnoitsjackie's@gmail.com. I've got it pulled up. We can keep you anonymous, or you don't have to be anonymous if you don't want to. But let me know if you want to be anonymous, and we will make sure that nobody knows. So thank you, I Really Play Video Games, for popping it into the chat. Yahtzee Rice says, oh yeah, my first vibrator was a Spencer's one that was being marked as defective for insurance, aka perfectly fine and being thrown out for insurance fraud. Oh, Chicago asks a great question. What is the lube flavor you're least looking forward to?
Oh, Jackie, you were just saying this. Do you want to share with chat?
Oh, is it? The cotton candy one? I am, okay, outside of, and this is I'm about to say hot take, outside of the Bubblicious cotton candy gum, which I used to be obsessed with in middle school, I hate the taste of the fake cotton candy. And I did this for us. I'm doing it for us.
You're ready.
What about you, Dr.
Ready
Jordan?
for this. I am sitting here with my little pile, and I can't decide if it's going to be like red velvet. I have a cupcake flavored series. I feel like I'm least looking forward to the red velvet because if it tastes gross, it's going to put me off red velvet, and I'm going to be really mad because that's my favorite cupcake flavor.
Ooh, I love red velvet. I love red velvet.
Me too. So for those of you who are joining us and don't necessarily know what we're doing, we are taste testing flavored lubes this evening, and boy howdy do we have a collection of some terrible fucking monsters to join us today.
Yes, we have a good amount of them. Oh, well, please show them the big, the can of them bucket that you've got.
My bucket of them. We also wanted to try different companies, so Jackie and I have some of the same. We've got different ones, so we're gonna same flavors, different companies. We are doing some science here.
Yeah.
Definite, almost science.
Almost. We're doing almost science here. We're tasting them so you don't have to. I will say, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. Be very open. I purchased all of my flavored lubies off of Amazon. So these are all one. So if any of them are good, you'll be able to just buy them off of Amazon if you don't have access to a sex store. Or if you're like me and I just literally didn't have time to go to a sex store. So that's where Amazon comes in.
Exactly.
No alcohol.
That is on my list, actually. I'm going to take that was actually on my list of things to do, is take a giant flavored lube mix mosh. Basically very a la Sophia Nygaard when she mixes all the things. I currently have my little top to my cashews can just to ding it, and I'm gonna put a dop of every one we try today in here and then do a final lick of a basically Franken lube.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, it was on my list. It was like, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna channel me some Sophia tonight and we are doing it.
I'm proud of you, Dr. Jordan. I'm absolutely, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna have some fun.
Have you eaten dinner yet? I also haven't eaten dinner yet. I feel like it's gonna hurt my belly.
I know. Derek made dinner. He made chicken and orzo, and I'm just like, chicken and orzo when I get home. Chicken and orzo when I get home.
The dream of the chicken and orzo.
It's all I'm doing. Was like, yeah, we're gonna do this shit. But one of the first questions, and the people are kind of putting this in chat, is why the fuck do we have flavored lubes in the first place? I've actually had a couple of friends and some people write in on comments of things of why the fuck do we even have this? Simple answer is oral. That is where these came from. They were initially designed to be body safe lubricants, flavored lubes to basically be used during oral sex for a variety of reasons. Some people are like, well, I don't like the taste of dick, or I don't like the taste of pussy. Let's stick some blueberry muffin on it and see if that makes it feel better or taste better.
Is it for... So that was... was it designed though for the youth?
Not really. It wasn't really like they don't advertise for the youth. They try really hard not to do that. Not to do that. Not to do that at that point. But that was one of the things. It was also a bit of a supply demand issue where people were trying different things of like chocolates and caramels and like using food as part of sex. That's not a new thing. So they were like, well, we see that this is a market. Let's make flavored lubes instead of people using food. So we're creating a market for this. So that was one of the other reasons that flavored lubes got brought up. One of the more silly reasons, and I have lots of air quotes on that, people are like, well, foods are aphrodisiacs. If you eat strawberries, it's going to make you horny. So, of course, let's make strawberry flavored lubes to make you horny. Aphrodisiacs are bullshit. But people are thinking it's a thing. So that's why we have them. And for some people, like the idea of like salivation, like help a little bit like with the level of liquid you have. Some of that was there, but none of these are very tart. So you're not going to get activation in the back here with your salivary glands as much. But it was kind of helping a lot with like lubrication and adding more wetness to help with that.
Britnick did ask, is it for dry mouth? Does it help with dry mouth?
It can help a little bit with that same. And that's where certain candies, tart candies came into play as well. So it was a market that the companies came in and were like, hey, we have a thing for you. Try this. I also think it's a little bit like Rule 34 of the internet of like anything can be sexual. I think they were just like, when we make lube, people like to eat. Let's make them the same while they're eating. So I think that's kind of how it is.
Good Lord. I mean, we've got, but I also, Apes McNeil, love it. Just how, like, vapes aren't for the youth. I do feel like,
yes.
And because this is just a great, I know that this is more of an exclamation, Apes McNeil, but who sucks on lubey dicks?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I didn't like the taste of my partner's penis, I would probably say, hey, why don't we go into the shower? Or, I don't think it would be putting, I've never, like, I told this to Dr. Jordan right before we started, I have never put a flavored lubie in my mouth before. So this, I'm a verge. I'm a flavored lubie verge.
We're popping some cherries. Well, here's the thing. So it was also for latex. And like, if you're sucking dick with a condom on, latex tastes disgusting. So you put flavored lubes on it to make it taste better if you're engaging in safe sex practices with oral sex. That was another reason that flavored lubes came into play too, was to offset how absolutely disgusting giving head to a penis is. That's why I do like dental dams work a little bit better, because at least they're mint flavored for the most part. Same with like the Laurel panties that we now have is a great way to help with practice safe sex that actually have some flavor to them. It doesn't taste like pussy or penis. It doesn't taste like skin. None of these are skin flavored. We're not channeling Hannibal Lecter today. Although I feel like that maybe that's what they need to be having, is like skin flavored.
Maybe. Or like specifically like what your partner smells or tastes like, I guess. I mean, Brittnick, I agree with you. I love sucking up my partner's dick. Couldn't imagine putting a consistency like lube on it. I don't, but also if it works for you, it works for you. But I personally also, I feel like it would make me just go like, and then have the look, see that look on my face of just me going like as I get closer to
You're just like, so. And that's why we wanted to do the show tonight, where we're going to test out different different flavored lubes, lotions. Jackie, you got a gel. Some of these are also texture issues too. So we're going to test out some of these so you don't have to, or recommend some based on flavoring, as well as answering just general questions about lubricant, things to be mindful of with flavored lubricants in general as well. So we're going to have some fun tonight. So if you have suggestions as far as which flavors we got tropicals, we got drinky ones. There's lots of like cupcakey, bready ones I'm noticing too. So give us a shout as far as what's your favorite flavor that you want us to try tonight. We probably have it, theoretically, some here in these boxes that we've got.
And thank you, Majestic Kayla, for looking out. I have no idea. While we've been talking, my alert box and my chat are not showing up. I tried to redo them. I have no idea why. I've never had this issue before. So I just want to say, but I thank you, Majestic Kayla, and thank you for everyone else looking out. And it's only on the thing, and I have no idea why.
It's just being exciting for you. They're like, we're changing it up.
I like exciting. That's a great word to use. It's being exciting. It's keeping it exciting. Just like the flavored lubes would be. Because I feel like that if a partner, I feel like it would be the same kind of trust, like I was talking with you, Dr. Jordan, earlier, that if my partner used flavored lubie and didn't tell me, I'd be horrified.
Yeah, be like, what is happening? And to answer, I didn't really play video games question, the idea of like, does flavored lubes affect the vagina's pH levels? They can, dependent upon how much sugar is in them. So some of them can. That's why if you're going to ingest anything, make sure you're reading the label of like, what the fuck else is in here? Reading the ingredients. It can if they're more sugary. But it's also like how much of it you're putting in there. For the most part, a lot of stuff can futz with the vaginal pH. These ones, you want to be able to test the waters. Are you going to have a reaction based on allergen too? This is a huge thing with flavored, just lubes in general, but also especially flavored lubes. Allergen reactions to them. What's the contents? Are they body safe? That's a big thing. All of the ones that Jackie and I have tonight are very body safe and ingestible.
Question for you, because I don't know anything about, like, I know that, like, there are certain things, certain products in your life that you should use, like, that look for no parabens, no glycerin, things like that.
Yeah.
Does it matter when it comes to lubies? Because I have 2 of them that say free of parabens, free of glycerin, free of glycol, free of silicone, like free, doing the free of on there. But does that affect your gooch? Or
not
your
necessarily.
peach?
So not necessarily, because the reason that exists is that's more of how long can they live in bottles, what is in their containment, like what is in the containers too, and how long can they be stored, because also do some of these actually have expiration dates. You'll notice at the bottom, this is my Wicked one, this actually expires on January of 2024. Lubes do expire. So that's one of those questions of, can they be growing some stuff that starts to make that, is the beginning of the zombie apocalypse? That should be a movie. Instead of Last of Us being a fungus, Last of Us being just like a disgruntled, expired flavored lube. That is the story.
So
that's the beginning of the porn parody.
Then look for, if you're getting into flavored lubies, look for ones that, because I have these ones don't have an expiration date on them. Nope. But this one does.
Those ones don't.
This one does.
That one should. That's the same company. Look at the very, 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 very bottom. So that one is 1124. Tiny.
It does.
Yep. Because they're ingestible. Anything that you can eat has and bought, within a regulatory agency should have expiration dates. The problem is some of these, like this one. This one's got that like cosmetic 24-month thing on it that none of us actually pay attention to in most of our cosmetics. It just got that little cosmetic thing and it says the amount. Anything that you ingest has a expiration date. Yes, except Twinkies. And we're going to like zombie theme today at this point. Zombie flavored lube? How about no?
No, thank you. Oh, I love the deteriorating flesh taste of this. Now,
some people probably have that.
Slush Goblin coming in with some great questions. Did the flavor body powder come before or after lube?
After lube.
Okay, so what do you do with that?
Do you not remember that from like Jessica Simpson's like candy lickable licious? Like the Victoria's Secret line did a bunch of that shit too.
No,
that was not
put
really...
it on you. So you just put it on and you lick it off.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily designed for internal usage. That was all like body specific.
Gotcha.
Like the like luster dust. That was kind of like the jam. But those all usually came a little bit later. No. And those were very much more mainstream. Yes, the Jessica Simpson products and like the sweet candy flavored.
No, I don't think that I was. I think at that time in my life, I wasn't thinking about the sensuality of my fucking. I'm pretty sure I was just like, I get fucked. Can someone fuck me? Fuck yes. That's more of where.
And I have a feeling. I do have a feeling you and I are going to say fuck a lot tonight. So y'all be prepared for some stuff.
Be prepared.
Let's do this shit. So we have, it looks like a request for cake. I think we got cake as one of the first requests. I feel like we're just like avoiding
birthday cake one. Yeah, because we're going to have to take breaks in between these.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just like, we're gonna be drinking some waters. You got some like sparkling water. I got water and peanuts or cashews right here. Oh dear. So you have birthday cake in what company?
All right, let's give some intros. And thank you so much, AC Bryn, for your question. And Slush Goblin, I'm gonna get to your other question after we go down the cake hole, if you will. This one is called #LubeLife. And I saw multiples of this company on Amazon. Now, this is one of the ones that says that it's free of all of the things.
Yep. The parabens, latex friendly.
And I'm surprised, because this is my only birthday cake one, that it is free of added sugars and propylene glycol, which I don't know what that means, but I guess it's for the best that I don't have it on my pussy. Directions. Splash a bit on and enjoy. Those are literally the directions on here. Am I vamping so that I don't have to try it? Yes. All right.
Yes, most of mine is from Wicked of Sensual Care. which turn any day into a celebration with birthday cake, water-based lube, an instant party in your mouth. Never sticky, no aftertaste. We make playtime even tastier. You're welcome. Fucking liars already! Sorry, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
AC Bryn, that makes sense. We're going to talk about this afterwards. That it's
there's lots of things.
Propranolol. All right. So what do you just put it on? You're just putting it on your finger?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my finger. I also have balls. I have Q-tips because I probably will have some of my patients try that. Fuck shit. So I'm just gonna put some on a Q-tip. So
well, now I've just got all these lubies. So all right, you go first.
No aftertaste, you cunts. Oh, it's down the throat. Oh, it's worse when it's back there.
No. All right.
Better than the blueberry muffin. Oh.
All right, I'm going. I'm licking it.
Go, Jackie. You're like, well, son of a bitch.
This ain't bad. Oh no, it just ruined me for the rest of them. The rest of them are going to be horrible. No, this is going to be the only good one. It's actually not that bad.
Oh, jeez.
It's doesn't have a crazy aftertaste. It doesn't taste that sugary. Oh my god.
It's not
uses the regular
sugary.
#Lube Life, so maybe this is the one I'm going in for a second.
Oh, it doesn't taste like sweet, but you remember that like birthday flavored like Cold Stone, how like sickening sweet it is?
Yeah.
They do get the flavor. It is the right flavor, but my like tongue is numb, like right here. I'm just like,
no. And what was your kind?
Not in a bad.
Life?
Wicked. But it was a lot more like gooey. Was yours like jelly or like liquidy?
Honestly, not that viscous. Like it doesn't even leave like an after on my finger.
Yeah.
This is actually really not that bad.
Jeff is like, fuck yeah.
I have a Dullards question. So if I were to use this, I know it says splash on and enjoy. How do you what are your tips for someone using flavored lube or just maybe just lube in general of like how much
how to do
you just put it right on? Like let's say I'm working with a penis, right? Do you just, all right, so we've got the penis. Do I just squirt it on top like it's like a hot fudge?
You can. Typically with lubes, you want to go about a quarter to a nickel size. Start with that. Now, because you're using like flavored lubes, which is like Fort Oil, I would like kind of make it sexy, be like, ooh, I got a thing. And then you can just do bloop, bloop, right on the tip, and then you would probably go down and kind of go around it, versus some individuals will put it in their hands and then they'll kind of do this motion.
That's
to
what
get
someone
it.
asked.
It kind of depends on your flavor.
Your hands like body
you
oil
can do
flush
either.
goblin ass.
You can probably do that in either way. So yours is a little bit more like liquidy for like versus like a thicker one.
Yeah.
The thicker ones you're gonna probably want to have around, like kind of get them in your hand and warm them up and then put them around. Versus this one, which is an edible massage lotion, technically. It is liquidy as fuck.
Okay.
And if you pour it on, it's just going to pour down the shaft. Or it's going to like be relatively cold on the punani. And it's just going to fall everywhere. So
maybe give it a little warm.
Maybe a little bit.
Give it a little bit so that you can use it. I would also say, and this is the only one that I have that says that it doesn't use propylene glycol or added sugars. I wonder if that is the key to looking for your flavored lubies, is getting one that doesn't have either one of these, because there's really no aftertaste. I might actually use this.
You're like, I like this. I like this idea. I'm glad that they put the no sugar. So this is a huge thing. When I was working in the VA, I used to do sex therapy and sex education groups with Vietnam veterans and people of like a geriatric population, one of the biggest issues with lubricants, particularly flavored lubricants, was if it's too high of a sugar content, it actually fucks with their sugar levels and their insulin levels. So if you are someone who has diabetes, be mindful of how much sugar is in your lube because it can actually fuck up your levels.
Whoa, I would never have even thought about that. Thank you, Pippa, for popping the hashtag lube lives. Because honestly, Pippa, I thought that this was going to be trash because it's called hashtag lube life. I'm going to throw that out there. I was put off by the name and I thought it was going to be yucky, which is why I bought it in the first place.
You're like, fuck my plan.
But like, I guess I am such a, I'm such a lube knob. Like I really never use lube, but I also don't do anal anymore. So like I don't like in my and I again I'm a squirty bird for a reason, and so but like that gel arousal, like the arousal gel from Promescent, I definitely use because that is thank you. I really play video games for popping in the Promescent in there because Dr. Jordan is also currently working with them, and
we love they got I've sent a lot of arousal gels when I was buying these, by the way, and I was like, ooh, none of you are good. That'll be our next one eventually to try and be like,
oh my god, I'm sure
that may take a few days.
I mean, it's like once you start, if you start with the best, why try the rest? Promescent's unbelievable.
Precisely, and that's kind of what you just found with the lubes, and you're like, well, hello there.
Oh no, but then that's why there's one of these lubes that's just flavored tropical, which is going to be horrendous. Ooh, I'm scared.
Which one is? I think you and I have the exact same one. Because I love me some. Oh, here it is. Tropical Passion. Should we do the same one and see how we have different reactions to it?
Pipino says, I use the water-based lube more with toys than partners, but it's always good to have on hand.
Right.
Okay, quick question. I know that we've talked about this a lot. So water-based...
Yes.
You use that it's more with toys.
Toys. It can be used with partners. It's more typically used with toys because if you have a silicone-based toy and you put silicone lube on it, they don't really like each other too much, and it can have a risk of actually deteriorating the toy. So with toys, you typically want to use water-based lubes to help facilitate that. Or if you're going to use like a glass toy or a non-silicone, then you can use silicone lubes for the most part. So that really just depends on the toy type. Usually I prefer recommending silicone lubes with partners because it requires less reapplication because they dry so fast in comparison to silicone lubes. But if you're doing anal at all, please use silicone. Like, my gosh, please use silicone.
But the water-based, so then is it easier to like clean off then?
Yeah. Yes. Because they don't, like for a lot of the silicone, they've got kind of that, like what I call like a sticky, like a little sticky residue to them. Little tacky. It's not as bad as maple syrup, but it's a similar sensation. Being able to, the water-based ones usually clean up a little bit easier.
Now, before we try our next one, I'm going to hit one of these questions. Brittany asks, which this is a great, like, just talking about the finesse of using some flavored lubes.
How the fuck do we do this?
How do you deal with lube and close it without becoming a total mess? Like, if you're in the middle of using it, because, of course, you have to make sure to put the top back on it.
Put the top back on first.
But then you're saying that, like, ways in which, like, how do we sexily do this without getting lube everywhere?
It's a great question. So you're looking at position of your body. Where are you putting it? A lot of these, which I actually like, they have tops that look like this. They've got those kind of pop tops. Yeah, they're designed to help. The ones I really don't like are these ones where it's I always have such fucking issues with these ones where it's literally just an open bottle. I get this lube everywhere. I get this oil literally everywhere.
I love that.
So I'm a big fan.
Get a pump for the bottle. That's fucking smart.
Yeah. You get pumps for bottles. I like, if I know I'm going to use lubes or lotions and stuff, I just put a black towel down just to help out with it, making sure that the top is on at that point. But the question is also like, how do you make it sexy? How do you be like, sorry, let me go grab my lube? You can, depending on your comfort level, you can grab it, you can like lick it, you can show your partner, you can do different things, you can touch it arousally just to kind of really sensualize the experience or make them watch you put it on or have them put it on. It depends on what you're going for. Some people are just like, squirt, squirt. And just like, that's okay too. You don't have to be sexy. It's a matter of like, are you trying to be discreet? Discreet doesn't necessarily mean bad. So it kind of
slime gang, like someone modeling off a product on The Price is Right. This is my problem, is I am a very sexual person, but I am very bad at being sexy. So like sometimes I'll pick up something and be like, ooh, wow, like and then it's almost like
you're like,
be like,
wow.
It's a lot. Why'd you take a little bit
and that's
off
where
the
like
top here?
And that's like, it's like letting the funny out, be like, ooh, you can make sexy funny. I'm a very big advocate. I think sex should be fun. It should be funny. There's so many sounds and motions and liquids already involved. There's already enough seriousness and there's already enough fucking ridiculousness that happens. Make it fun and being like, ooh, you want to see something real wet? Look what I just found. Squirt, squirt, and use the sounds. Like, that's way more in line with who you are versus donut, donut. I'm just going to start singing Pink Panther. Sorry. Donut. At that point.
Ooh, it's a mystery. Dun, dun, dun,
Ooh.
Dun, dun,
Nah.
dun.
I was going to I'll put my Velma wig back on and be like, ooh, I found a clue.
Oh my god, I've got a great sex Velma costume as well. I mean, as a thick girl, you gotta have at least one Velma.
I'll post it on my Instagram and TikTok, but we did a steampunk Scooby-Doo and I did steampunk Velma this weekend. So that one was really fun. Puglet was Scooby. It was perfect.
You guys looked amazing. I love this, Majestic Kayla. Thank you for sharing this. There's usually kind of a withholding thing when going for lube or condoms. Like, no, you can't have me. I've got to go get this.
I need to go get it. Exactly.
Wait here. And also, that's a really good idea of maybe keeping it in the bathroom or something like that so that you have to do the, like, wait
you have to go get it.
For a minute.
It also is a great opportunity if you're kind of worried about, like, how to do it or like what's going on, to literally just put some in your hand, scoot it up dependent upon there and being like, oh, here's how it goes, or adding more. There's no right or wrong way to do any of it. There's no right or wrong way to do any of it, but that's why we get to have some fun with it. So these are perfect questions. Please keep sending them in. So Jackie, are you ready for some Joe? Some J-O?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm not ready to J-O just yet because these are not getting me horny. I tell you what. All right, which one? We're doing Tropical Passion?
We're doing Tropical Passion. So,
let me see which one's Tropical Passion.
This one.
All right,
Jackie and I have some that are exactly the same. So that makes it a little bit easier. So this company has like a whole motherfucking line. They've also got cocktail flavored. I don't drink, so I was like, I'm not buying the mojito, but they had mojito and like Sex on the Beach, I think were the two that I had seen.
Oh, this ain't no.
It better not be fucking coconut.
This is a pina colada space cactus. This is a bit of a pina. Well, can we talk about this brand real quick? Now, I did notice that there is glycerin is the first ingredient on here. Now, is that good or bad?
It depends on if you have an allergic reaction to glycerin.
Well, I hope I don't.
Well, we'll find out. I'm allergic to paprika, so as long as it doesn't have that in that. Glycerin. Apologies. I think that's just like an oil. Isn't that technically, or is that like a... Oh, fuck. What's it called? It's like a type of... I forgot.
No little days go by. I'm just going to keep saying glycerin. I think that's Bush.
Oh. I think it's Bush.
All right.
This one's a lot thicker.
Hey, Wizard Wolf. This one, yeah, I can't even get it. Okay.
Oh, it smells like lube too. It doesn't smell like. Jackie, are you ready for this nonsense?
Yeah, let's do it at the same time.
Okay, you ready? Oh
no! Don't buy this one. Don't buy this one. No. Don't buy Joe. Don't buy Joe. Don't do this one.
It tastes like licking a sex toy. It literally tastes like an old, like, late 90s, early 2000s
sounds
sex
like
toy.
It's good. And it's still on my finger.
Oh, I'm gonna add that to
Yeah, hair is backwards. That's a hard pass.
That's a hard pass. I love me some tropical
pass.
It's a weird texture. No added sugars. I appreciate you. It's water-based. It's more sticky. It's a lot more sticky than the Wickeds or the other one you're talking about.
Yeah, this is I can't even lick it off my finger. Like I can't get it off my finger.
It tastes like lube. It tastes like lube. Like it doesn't taste like sugar, or it doesn't taste like
Demon Lieber Nick, why are you doing this? Because we're doing it so you
For
don't
you!
have to. Never buy
For
this one. We're trying to tell you which ones not to buy, and it's for science. Pippino said.
We like science. But yes, True Goonie, to answer your question, have you noticed you've had to use more lube since surgery? I'm with Jackie. I'm a squirty bird. So no, not at all. There hasn't been any noticeable. Mine's going to be a little bit more different than some people. When I got my tubes tied, she also changed out my IUD. So I got double protection. But normally you wouldn't need to, because your lubrication is not impacted by a tubal ligation, because you still have your ovaries, you still have vaginal lubrication, you still have all of the hormones that help you produce lubricant. So they shouldn't actually have any impact at all.
Mega Mall says, one of my previous partners used to buy flavored lube because she thought I'd like it, but they gave her terrible thrush every time they went anywhere near her bits and bobs.
Yep. Thrush is a thing.
Oh, you eating snacks in between?
I'm trying to. That was a bad combination of lube meets cashew.
Oh, when lube meets cashew, the Dr. Jordan story.
And now it tastes like shrimp. I don't understand how that happened.
I mean, I think that you guys were you guys talking about shrimp lube in the chat earlier?
I found out how to combine it. You do the personal tropical passion with the cashew in your mouth. Oh, God, fucking damn it.
Okay, and Tank Girl Jacker said glycerin is usually okay. It's just hydrating, I'm pretty sure. Okay, great.
Yeah, I think it's like an oil. It's like I think that's like most lubes have that in it. That's why I'm like, I swear I fucking heard that name before.
I'm just so scared that there's 4 more of the Joe ones, and I don't.
Well, let's do one that's not. Let's do one that's not that one. So, what's your another company that you got? We're gonna taste out.
What is thrush? Thrush is like a rash type thing, right?
It's like a rash in your mouth. If memory serves, babies get it a lot. If memory serves.
Hell yeah, Tally's World! First time experiencing Jackie Zabrowski, and my brain is actively growing larger in size. Hell yeah! Well, don't buy Tropical Passion Joe. That's what we're learning tonight.
Nope. At least if you don't, it tastes like lube. It tastes like lube.
I don't really play video games.
Which I know, of course, it is lube, so of course it should taste like lube, but still.
But I don't really play video games. Says, I think it's a good idea to try your flavored lube before sexy time could throw you off during sex. I can't imagine having that on my partner's cock. I would just go, and then I feel like that would give him trauma, because then every time then he'd be like, I'm nervous you're going to, and I know that like it sounds like I'm making a jape about it, but also it's like thinking of like rejection and how honest and how delicate of a situation that is, that like you don't want to reject the lube and then your partner feels rejected. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chicago, it's not you, it's the lube. It's not you, it's the lube.
I want that on a shirt. Some of the sex shops I go to out here, they actually have literally all of the flavored lubes that they sell in store. They literally have a taste testing section. You can try them. Yeah, the Deja Vu out here over on Dean Martin has all of them, so you can go hang out and try them. So if you are able to try them beforehand, probably a very wise idea. I bought a creme brulee one from Honey Burdette a couple years ago. I still have it, but I've never used it because I tasted it once and went, fuck you.
And Reed Diamond just asked, am I the only one who never uses lube? We were just talking about this earlier because I don't use it very often either. And, but there's no problem if you don't use lube. And there's no problem if you do use lube. Lube
and
is,
if you need to,
it's a helper. Like it's
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you need to, please don't feel ashamed to do it. We're taste testing flavored lubes for a little bit shits and giggles, but if you notice yourself having dryness or it's going to help out a little bit, if there's any pain, lube is your friend. Flavored, we're kind of testing that out a little bit at that point too.
I get it, Reed Diamond. And then, so that's why we were talking about why flavored lube. What is the purpose of the flavored lube and why use it? And some people, you know, especially if you're already using lube, which I can see that if you're already using lube and it's going to be where your mouth has to go, well, I feel like even the lube that I have doesn't taste like anything.
Thing. Typically, you want a lube that doesn't taste like anything for the most part. And when you talk about certain activities, like with anal, always use lube with anal, like as much as you possibly can. When it comes to vaginal penetration, if you're doing manual stimulation on a penis, there is such a thing as too much lube at that point because you start to lose friction. I think I actually have something on my TikTok about that. It's either I posted it or I'm about to post it with Cosmo.
We're gonna have to talk about that at some point because especially if I've come multiple times and then it gets to a point.
Everything's just wet. Because you need a little bit of friction, and this is where squirting looks fantastic on film.
Right this very minute. Yeah. Yes,
because you need a little bit of it. And he has towels. This is why I'm a big fan of that.
Yes. And also, I really play video games. You're right. Age changes your self-lubrication too, right?
Because it's very hormone-based. Yes. Very, very much. You can be mentally desire and turned on, and your pussy is like, I ain't doing shit. Premenopausal symptoms
could be anything.
Yep. Or it could just be because it's just having a moment and doing that.
True.
Lubrication is very helpful. We're looking at lubes that are probably, their main focus is not technically to lube you up. It's about the flavor. So Jackie, which other one do you got?
Quick sidebar question. Allie Plantages asked a real quick question that it's not a lube question, but why would you still have an IUD if your tubes are tied?
Because I use it for menstruation regulation, because my periods, because, you know, cuts that shit down a lot. I'm also very scared of getting pregnant. So just extra layers, because I got my tubes clamped, so a tubal ligation. I didn't get them removed. So there's a 1 in, I think, every 300,000 case of something happening in a pregnancy resulting even post-tubal ligation. And I also don't want kids. So extra protection, but primarily because I also just love how my IUD regulates my period. So fuck yeah. Way better. I'd rather take 3 days a month of my period than 7 days, because fuck that shit.
I get it. I'm a non-bleeder over here, so I can't imagine.
My first IUD, I didn't have a period for 5 years. It's still one of the best things ever.
I haven't had one in 5 years, and I just, like, I think about it, I'm like, why would I go back? Like, why would I want this? Like, even just, like, talking about having children, I'm like, maybe we'll just adopt, literally, so that I don't have to ever have a period ever again.
Like, I don't want to ever do this again. No, great question. Always supporting it. All right, Jackie, what other company do you have? What other brand? Yeah, what other brands do you got?
I've got the yucky cotton candy one. That's the gel I'm scared of. But I really am intrigued by Aloe Cadabra.
Love the name, by the way.
Aloe Cadabra.
Big fan. Hello.
It is.
Someone's gonna make that into a meme.
Peppermint tingle, and it is 95% aloe vera. Now, does that change what you're using then? Like, how does that change? It's mostly aloe. So is it still, it's got xanthan gum in it.
Xanthan gum. My reference point for xanthan gum is watching the Try Guys make cakes and ice creams and just what Eugene did. It was ridiculous. Xanthan gum is a stabilizer for the most part.
I'm just trying to see
helps
if
stabilize the
equipment
in it.
But this is another one that's free of parabens, free of glycerin.
Yeah.
And but don't worry, it's vegan.
Because that's important. I'm gonna do another company that I know a bit about, which is Good Head, which is run by the Doc Johnson company out of LA. So this one, we're gonna do it at this point. It is a gel. Yours is also a gel? Yay or nay?
This one is the
other one's a gel.
The other one's a gel. You want me to do the gel?
Okay. I'll try a gel. You do that one. So I'm gonna test the one I've been not looking forward to, which is the red velvet cupcake.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna like the consistency of aloe vera in my mouth.
I don't like aloe vera in general.
God! I literally bought this because it was called Aloe Cadabra. That's the only reason. Oh.
This reminds me, do you remember those little like keychain like animals that had the shit that boop boop?
Yeah, when you
boop,
you
boop.
would do like the little bubble out the ass.
Yeah, that's literally what this is. We're gonna find out. All right, Jackie, you want to go first on yours?
Peppermint tingle? Sure, yeah.
Peppermint tingle. I'm curious about the tingle. If you
also just look at this.
Look how thick it is. That's what she said. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not looking forward to this one. Alocadabra, make it gone. Alocadabra, make it gone.
Expelliarmus! Oh no! It looks like something. This is why you try lubes before you stick them on something. Oh,
I hate it. I hate you, Alocadabra.
No. So not good, I take it?
No. It has coated my entire mouth and it's not going anywhere.
And it's just here to stay.
And it's not even a tingling kind of peppermint. It's just shit peppermint in my mouth.
It's just fake peppermint. Oh god. Okay. This is weird. It's like dripping. What? Oh! I'm salivating. What are these fucking flavors? That doesn't. Also, not red velvet. It does taste a little like chocolate, though. I like the gel texture. Not gonna lie. Really prefer the gel tech. Oh god, the after fucking taste. Oh god.
Aftertaste. My aftertaste is just horrendous. And you're right, it's a xanthan gum. It's just my entire mouth is coated in it. And it's like I just ate toothpaste, but not in a good way.
I have no idea how to describe the flavors. Like, yes, they're hyper artificial. Like, I know, duh, but still, like, they're just fake strawberry, fake raspberry,
strawberry
blueberry.
and the red velvet?
Yeah, strawberry flavor, fruit, raspberry, blueberry.
Pippa, no, yes, B. The only lube that's been good so far is the hashtag Lube Life birthday cake. This one actually wasn't that bad. Yeah, Demon Lemur Nick, as soon as it hits your palate, it spreads. Yep. It does.
That's what it does.
Your mouth.
This one did make me salivate a little bit. So if you're aiming for salivation, I'm not mad at that one. It just tastes like death. This is Good Head. So it is their red velvet oral delight gel. And nothing about that was delightful.
Yeah, B, no flavors near my pussy, please.
Yeah, please.
Now, I thought that the peppermint tingle would be fun because there's so many like tingle things on like out there that you can buy. Now, like Tinderella earlier had asked the question, has anyone else tried Adam and Eve's desensitizing throat spray? It definitely works, but it also tastes like cherry cold medicine. There's something about the tingling. Like, what do you feel about the tingle parts of it?
So I don't like the Adam and Eve one. The one I actually really like is Good Head's mint flavor. For me, that's my preference. If I'm going to have something that's numbing, I want it to mimic dentistry as much as possible because at least it's familiar. They have a chocolate flavor that I haven't tried, but the Good Head oral numbing mint, fucking love it. I literally bought it for my mother. I buy it for I recommend it for most people because it numbs, but it doesn't tingle.
Do you you just spray? Oh, so this is, I put in the wrong one. This is a gel. So you recommend the spray.
The spray, yeah. So it's called I believe it's the Good Head Deep Throat Spray. Let me see.
Yeah.
Again, you can tell that that's how that works. Yeah, I think it's a Doc Johnson. So it's made by the same company of the stuff that I just did. So it's in that green bottle. The Mystical Mint. I really adore it. But you use it just like a number. So you take it, like if you've ever had like a sore throat or anything, you literally take and go, and you try to get all the way back there.
Yeah.
One thing that you have to be careful of, which I have to pretty much be very mindful of, I have a very good gag reflex as it stands. If you're going to really hardcore deep throat, and especially if you have a partner who has a rather large penis, you're going to be careful not to bruise the living shit out of the back of your throat. I have done that a couple of times where I'll literally do like heavy, heavy deep throat and it's like bruised the next day. And I'm like, huh. And I can't tell my patients, be like, sorry, I can't talk because I took too much dick last night. Like, it's hard to be like, by the way, that happened.
Yeah.
But there's definitely been times. So be a little bit careful.
Here you
I
go,
like
Linda.
that one.
Now, yeah, Cheeky Bruin asks, what does it do though? So it just makes it you don't
it's
gag.
like, it's literally, yeah, because it's a desensitizer. It's basically lidocaine. It is a number. It lasts for a little bit of time and it literally numbs it so you lose your gag reflex. It makes it way easier to go deeper without having that like same gag reflex. It helps also with certain positions. So gag for some individuals, like if you just stick a little bit in your finger in your mouth, they might already start that like gag reaction. That's really hard to give head for some individuals. So usually it just kind of help calm it down a little bit. Also helps calm anxiety. I recommend that a little bit more for patients.
Honestly, the same is like all of like, I feel like what is the Mr. Rogers line about the find the helpers? These are the helpers. Yeah. These are the adult helpers. These are the tools.
I like these a lot more. I love these kinds of tools, the arousal gels, the deep throat sprays. I love these more than vibrators and those kinds of toys because I have a lot more utility for them for the most part.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try this. Hell yeah, Jackie's my queen. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations, Jackie's my queen. Jackie's my queen is one of our OGs, and
oh yeah,
I don't want to speak out of turn, but something very positive just happened in her life. So congratulations!
Yay!
Oh, toxic
hopefully significantly more positive than this.
I'm not ordering good head on my mother's Amazon account, am I? Be careful which account you're on.
If you give, but I mean, if you get like 4-day shipping, you get a $3 off of your next like digital purchase. So technically, you can give them to that. Give that to your mom. Just saying.
You're welcome, Mom. I'm fairly, I think, not fairly certain. I'm 100% certain. My mom has no use for any of these things, and that is fine. I wish she did. I wish she did.
That's the reason I buy my parents sex toys and accoutrement. I'm like, please go have sex. Please go do it. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Let's just
right hair is backwards.
But don't enjoy some of these.
I need porn to start listing their props like deep throat spray. But that's why you come here, hair is backwards. That's why we talk about it here, because they're not sharing it there. And like I would have never known about something like a deep throat spray ever. And thank you, Murderino Dragon, for the follow.
I loves it. Oh, these are funny. This one I'm slightly more concerned with because it's so blue. Like it's so color. I'm just like, what color? I know that they put coloring in it, but god damn, it's so blue.
That's what I'm worried about with this gel. That's like this pink.
Well, that's what the
color.
the good head was like. The red velvet was super pink. Oh yes, Avatar dick. Let's see how it is. We're gonna try different companies at this point, just to kind of see. All right, Jackie, you went first. I'm gonna go next, just to balance it out. We got Sizzle Lips. Hate the name.
Oh no.
Warming edible gel, blueberry ice pop. It's a blue icy. Is without they can't use the trademark.
Okay.
It's blue icy.
Okay.
Oh god. This doesn't seem like a gel either. Because it's gonna. Oh, nope. Doesn't seem like a gel.
Oh, I'm gonna do a gel. Oh no, I'll do this one. How is it? Is it blue? Oh no! Can you not taste anything? Can you not feel anything?
Holy No! Holy shit! Okay, this is my favorite.
Tell us everything. Fucking shit.
So all of that just came out was spit, not it. If you need something to like salivate, it's super tart. It doesn't taste bad at all. It tastes literally like an icy.
So it's Sizzle
Oh, I
Lips.
like this. We found one.
What is it? Sizzle Lips? What is it?
Sizzle Lips warming edible gel. It reminds me of those like sweet, like sour gels I used to use as a teenager to like salivate to give head. Except this one's actually like a legit one. Oh wow, I'm not mad at you. Oh, you're coming home with me.
I'm so well.
Yeah,
I will say they've got the salted caramel on Amazon.
Oh, this is the problem. Jordan should have read this. Not suggested to be used as a personal lubricant.
What do you mean? So what is it used for?
So it's used as one of the. Hold on 1 second. It's used as shake well, massage into a small area of the body below on it to get warm and then lick it off and kiss it off. It's one of the ones we were talking about earlier. You bitches! It's like the like luster dust and all that stuff. I'm still not mad at it. So not a lube.
Wait, what do you do with it? Okay, so you put it on and then you put it on like,
and then you lick it off. It's basically just food.
But then
bitches.
But then when you put it on, does it tingle for the person that you put it on as well?
Yeah, because it's a warming gel. Because it tingled in my mouth too, so it is a warming gel.
Ooh, Cabbage Witch said a friend of mine gave me some tablets for salivation specifically the other day, and they're pretty fun.
Yeah, they can be really helpful for that. But yeah, this is vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free. I'm not mad at this one. Not used as a lube, though.
Cabbage Witch asks, are y'all just scooping loose amounts of lube into your mouths? I'm used to testing the consistency by rubbing some on my hand and then licking. No, we're just putting it in our mouths.
We're just putting it in our mouths because we're testing out flavored lubes as much as we can.
Yes, so we're trying to see.
Damn it, yeah. Demon Lemur Nick. That's literally why it tastes so good, because it's not actually a lube. Those bastards! I'm not mad at it. I'm taking this one home.
Now,
I would put that on a fucking ice cream.
Really? Scoop
yeah, that was good. That shit was good.
Yeah, Cabbage Witch, we got the loose scoops over here on Talkin Sex with Jay and Dr. J. Now, I'm about to do the one, or should I wait to do the one that I'm the most nervous about?
No, let's do the hard one.
All right, I'm going to do the hard one. This is oral sex gel. It's referred to as an oral sex gel. It says it's sugar-free.
Yay.
So let's see what consistency. All right, we got to get it up the tube. Give me a squirt, girl. Okay.
It's a little squirty squirt. I like the bottles.
Yeah, fine consistency.
It looks like lube.
Loose scoops down the hatch. How is there no sugar in this? This is odd. It makes my cheeks hurt. It makes your cheeks hurt.
You're like, no.
It's called Crazy Girl, and it says, wanna be aroused? I'm not aroused. You're a liar,
you're like, I am beyond.
Girl. Ew. Why was the only good one my first one? Oh my god, cotton candy is taking over
I'm
my
so proud
mouth.
I'm so proud you found one that actually works, though. Not that one just now, but the cotton candy,
Oh my god, and it's called cotton candy. It's cotton candy. Now, it didn't, I will say, if it's specifically saying that it is a gel, but I don't see it as any, what is the difference when it comes to lubies? What are the difference between a gel and a lubie? Like, is it literally just
I think it's just consistency.
Oh my god, Anonymous Gifter gave 5 gifted subs! Thank you so fucking much! And thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for just putting out good energy into the world. I really appreciate you. And, Bobina, what did it taste like? It tasted like someone with bad teeth ate a bunch of cotton candy, then, put it back in their mouth, and then spit it into my mouth. That's
and then
what it tastes
spit it out. Yeah, you're just like,
Bye, Reed Diamond. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying the Akintar series. New episode dropped today, everybody. If you are able to come and check it out.
Oh, I love it. Doing so good. These are also great questions that everyone is asking, so feel free to keep them a comment.
Oh yeah. Now I've got a great question from earlier. Slush Goblin asks, I know the materials of sex toys determines what kind of lube to use. Do flavors change that? Or is it still water-based / silicone-based / oil-based?
Nope, great question. Same thing. The type of toy, or excuse me, the type of lube does not change. Like pretty much most of these are all water-based lubes. So still stands the same. It's just whatever flavoring they're adding into it and whatever color they're adding into it for the most part. But no, same rules apply. Great question.
And also, AC Bryn said earlier, does anyone know what gives it the electric taste? I've rarely used lube, but it has a strange taste regardless of the flavor. But now, and then later on, AC Bryn said, I think it's what is it? I'm never going to say it right. Propylol?
Yeah.
Propylene glycol. That I guess it's the same shit that's in vapes. So that makes a lot of sense. And thank you for the follow, Joan to Tone.
Because I think it's like lots of the chemicals. It's literally just what the chemicals are. And some chemicals can be ingested, but without them being like, these are harmful, but not necessarily recommended for continuous use. So you're just like when we talk about like ethical consumption of porn, ethical consumption of what your lubes are and what's in them. And like, do you feel comfortable with someone? That's why a lot of them will say like vegan free or cruelty free. Because someone asked in chat a while ago of like, don't they test these? Don't they test them? Yeah, they test them to make sure they're not going to burn or result in like major damage. Most of them are not sitting there taste testing. I'm like, does this taste good?
Does it taste
good? And if they are, I have so many questions about who their sample.
Then how are they selling it?
Because they can. It's one of those, like, I'm very curious what the actual statistics are on how much they do sell these versus just schleps like us being like, we're gonna try them for shits and giggles.
That, or I'm saying like we were talking about with vape juice of like, or is it geared towards people that aren't as experienced in like in sexual situations that like makes it so it's like flavored condoms, you know, in that same kind of way where it's like, who is that for? Who are flavored condoms for?
I remember. Okay, I feel like flavored condoms taste better than this shit, though. Minus the edible thing I just ate. But like the lubey wise, I feel like I would rather have a flavored latex condom than this. Hands fucking down.
Yes.
Oh my God, student mathematician, please don't use KY. No KY. Oh, KY is so bad.
Yes, no. Never KY. That's one thing that we've learned. Yes, stupid mathematician said, my wife's cooch is super sensitive. KY jelly burns after sex, so we use organic lube. Would any of these flavored ones work?
Potentially. I don't think any of, if their coochie is very sensitive, none of these say organic, so stick with the organics if those are what's working for the most part. So I really love the Sliquid organic one. In relation to the KY jelly, KY sucks as a personal sexual lubricant. It is fan-fucking-tastic as a medical lubricant because it is designed for single insertion. It's why all of us who have pap smears, if you ever had a prostate exam, they use KY because it is meant for boop, boop, and that's it. It just stays there. Versus the lubricants that we're taste testing are meant to do this motion. KY doesn't. They're so terrible. Fuck KY.
Yuck. And Cabbage Witch says, wow, that explains a lot about KY. And of course, Toxic Gator said, bah, of course I just checked, and all I have is KY.
Give me your address. I'm going to send you lube. I will literally send you lube. Anyone who wants lube, just let me know. I have a bunch from Uber Lube that I really, really recommend. I don't recommend any of these yet, but please don't have KY. KY bad. Bad.
I've got a great question that is a little bit of a sidebar from what we are currently talking about, but I am curious as well. When I was in my early 20s, I had a fling with a woman in her mid-40s, which was apparently this was a long time ago. She was very rich. She used to put cocaine on her bits. She insisted it was to get her wet, her lube per se. I've never heard of anyone using cocaine as lube before. Do you think that this was a funny, fun, goofy time? Or does it actually work at creating all the wets?
I have lots of reactions. My instantaneous reaction, I'm going to sit there and think about it. If it gets in the bloodstream, you're going to get the high. So if you get high, you're more prone to, like, it's a stimulant. So everything is going to get stimulated. So potentially, but sticking granules up your UHA, I don't usually recommend because it's grainy, but it's going to get into your bloodstream. So it will get into your bloodstream if you stick. I just don't really want to do that. And now all I'm thinking is the fact I finally watched Wolf of Wall Street, and I was also looking for your brother the entire time, by the way.
Did you see it? I mean,
I think so. He's
one of the cronies, the fat one with the mustache. He was a lot bigger then.
Mm-hmm. So I can see that was a thing in like the 80s and 90s, was like using coke when sex was involved. It's a stimulant, so it's going to get all of the things going on. But as far as an actual lubricant, there is better and cheaper, especially safely right now. If you're going to be doing coke, please don't be doing it for under $200 right now, because there's so much fucking fentanyl in them right now.
So much fucking fentanyl in it. And if you do, please, please, please test it. Test it multiple times. Make sure you have strips on you, please.
Just don't be doing that. We're gonna go see Cocaine Bear on Thursday, and I'm really looking forward to it. But right now, please don't do coke.
By the way, it is. It's fucking great.
So excited.
Now, I also do wonder because, I don't know anything about science, but I would assume because of the blood flow that it would make it, like, if you put it on, like, on a pussy, per se, that it would draw blood towards it, I would assume.
Typically, but it's also going to get into the bloodstream at that point, and it's just going to make you more stimulated. But it could... I'm trying to sit here and think of like whether or not it would actually lubricate, or would it just...
Someone that used to fucking snoot up my toot a lot, it definitely didn't change my lubrication down yon, but I was never putting the coke right up my pussy either. So... yeah.
I'm just like... I wonder if it's more of use for like an arousal purpose, so it's really just for like getting the blood flow there, and then increases the likelihood that lubrication is going to happen, because you can be aroused without lube.
Dude, Chuckabud, I love this. My wife smoked green for the first time. My first time since middle school, and the sex was stellar for both of us.
For a lot of people, it's because they're more relaxed, because weed is a depressant, so it actually like calms your system down, particularly like the CBDs, so it can actually make you more relaxed, which makes typically sex better.
Present too, like it is really good because I'm more relaxed. It makes me more present, and it makes me more like actually like aware of what's going on, rather than just like up in my own fucking head. But I could also see for a lot of people, I know a good amount of people that don't like to fuck when they're stoned because of that reason, which I also understand.
Precisely, because it for a lot of patients that I work with who have anxiety disorders, doing or using marijuana actually makes them more anxious, because particularly if you're doing like a THC, because they feel more out of control, and that is one of the worst things for someone who has a chronic anxiety disorder.
That makes a lot of sense. And Brittany asks, what's your opinion on those chocolates that are supposed to heighten sex drive and stuff? Bullshit!
Usually that's a bit of a placebo. That's a bit of placebo, and that's where usually we don't recommend. Not necessarily recommend, like they're more placebo, so the placebo effect does work. So if you believe it, it's going to happen. So yay, it works. But as far as actual evidence-based utility, nah. But it's also one of those things too, of like correlation versus causation. If eating chocolate relaxes you, and if you feel more relaxed, you're probably more likely to want to have sex and be calm, and your body can regulate. That mechanism of chocolate, not the ingredients and the added things, could have the more impact on it than that. It's not necessarily a aphrodisiac. It's more it relaxes you. And if you eat food, that relaxes your system, because now your body has to actually digest, and your parasympathetic nervous system, your calm switch, turns back on. So
really just depends on the person.
Yeah, for the most part.
This is just
It's a great question.
Also, quick question, sidebar question. My shorts are brown says, I just had a long-term relationship end after my boyfriend admitted he is HIV positive, but tests negative. I told him to fuck off. Thoughts?
Mm-hmm. But you can, I have
I guess if the question is, can you do that? Can you be HIV positive but test negative like you're in The
You
Last
can have
of
what's called,
Us?
you can have a false negative, but that's pretty rare. What we do know a lot with HIV currently is that you could have such a low viral count. I think that's what this actually is. Excuse me, let me reset. So you can be HIV positive, but have such a low count, like a viral load, that it wouldn't necessarily show up on tests. So that is something that can happen, especially with our more modern medications and things. We're trying to get the viral load down to such a degree that they wouldn't actually pop positive, which means that they are not able to get or to spread the infection, which is really great.
And also, Cabbage, which
So
I highly agree with you. You can be undetectable, but disclosure with partners is essential. And of all of the things that you said, the fact that they didn't share it with you and they were at a level where you were referring to them as your boyfriend, I would say that that is a trust issue that is broken, and I understand why you would want that one to fuck off. And thank you, Anxious Spider-Man, for the sub, babe.
Yep, that one would definitely do that. And if you're interested, Jackie and I actually did a show last week on STDs, STIs. It's still on Jackie's channel, so feel free to go check that one out when we're done here, because we literally just talked a lot about some of this too.
Yes, and we're going to talk about, man, I've been talking all week to my friend. Like, I go for my walks with my bitches, and I was talking to my bitches, and I was just like, when was the last time you talked about STDs? And they asked me so many questions, and we were all in our late 30s. They asked me so many questions, like, what did you talk about? Wait, what about this? What about this? And I was like, oh my God, we totally have to have another episode on STDs, because it was like, even then I was like writing, like making notes of their questions.
There's so many notes. Like, shit!
Oh my God, I have to ask.
It's a great question. It's a great topic, because the more we talk about it, the less we stigmatize, and that it helps a fuck ton, especially for something that's that important, which is a little bit of what we're doing with like lubes, because there's a lot of stigma associated with lube and like lube use in general, particularly amongst certain populations. But that's why we're kind of testing these a little bit and being like, this is maybe where some of them are not necessarily as helpful.
Yes.
Oh, some of these are just so fucking bad.
Oh no, I didn't finish what I was writing. My shorts are brown, and you don't deserve that. You deserve full disclosure and someone that you can trust. And thank you, Calyx, for the follow.
These are great pieces. Well, related to chocolate, because chocolate is a pretty much, I think, the most common flavored lube type is going to essentially be more of the chocolates and the fruits, but definitely the chocolate. So Jackie, which ones you got left?
I didn't buy any chocolates. I stayed away
chocolates.
From chocolates. All right. Because as someone, I don't know if it's just because I worked in a bakery for so long, but anything that is fake chocolate, like, will just make me puke. Like, it makes me.
You just can't do it.
I can't. But I will do another one I'm really terrified of, which is called Banana Lick.
Yeah, are we going back to the Joe? We're gonna do a Joe. Yep. I'm gonna do the gelato series. I feel like I'm just showing makeup. I'm like, look at this. So I'm gonna do white chocolate raspberry truffle. Ooh. Let's see if this is better than their fucking tropical passion fruit nonsense.
Yes, stupid mathematician. Anything fake chocolate is just liquid Necco wafers. Yes.
Basically.
All right. So wait, are you going first this time, or am I going first this time?
I'll go first this time, because I think you went first last time. Right. Oh, who fucking cares?
All right. So this is the gelato.
We're doing the same company. Yeah, we're going to do, this is the white chocolate raspberry truffle gelato flavored, or gelato theme.
Not so bad?
Not way fucking better than their H2O. Like, way.
Really?
I don't love the flavor, but I think I don't love raspberry that much. But I think if you're someone who likes raspberry,
really, not too bad.
That's actually, it doesn't burn like the tropically fruit one. It doesn't burn. It doesn't feel as like that sticky texture. All right, Joe. Joe Gelato. I like it. Would you put it on ice cream? I would put the blue thing on ice. I would put this one on ice cream before I put this, but I'll take this as far. This is the person. This is an actual lube. This one is an actual lube. Not mad at this one. Really, good job.
Well, I just
good job, Joe.
The Joe
Thank
Gelato in there.
Joe Gelato. I'm not mad at that one.
Something tells
me job, buddies.
I'm not going to have quite the same reaction because I don't know if it's just because of 99 bananas, but fake banana flavor they really haven't come a long way in the world.
No, they haven't exactly
banana
fixed
flavor.
That. No, it's just the Laffy Taffy. Ooh.
And I love fake grape. It's not like I'm against all artificial flavors. Do you have a fake grape one? Oh my god!
I have a grape one. I have a grape one.
Anxious Spider-Man bananas?
Oh, pancreatitis. Yep. It's not uncommon. Yeah, because the Joes have just so many of them. Like, so many flavors.
Oh, the 99 shooters. All right, so this is a little bit more liquidy of a consistency.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
it's a little bit more liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No.
Spicy. Why is it spicy?
Spicy?
It's so sweet. It's horrendous. Absolutely. And it is just in the back of my throat. It's
they
just
coat. Like, they just coat. It's a spicy banana.
Oh my god, dude. Joan Two-Tone, I've been addicted to fake grapes since I was a kid, and Dimetap tricked me to taking cough medicine. The Dimetap motherfucking bears. When they came out with the Dimetap lollipops I think I was in high school, I fucking sucked those fuckers down. Shouldn't have.
You're like, that's how this is. That's how this
Thanks, Kalex. Now I'm just happy you're joining us. We usually have Kalex, I will say, Kalex said, this is so fascinating, never watched the stream before, love it. Dr. Jordan is an ASEC certified sex therapist and is, like, unbelievable. And usually, this is a very, more of a serious show, but that's why we shake it up with episodes where we try flavored lubes.
Exactly. So welcome to this, including, you were not talking about, like, grape. Let's do Gushing Grape. And I literally don't know the name of this company. I have so much of their stuff. Earthly Body. Okay, we're going to do, because we're on a grape kick. Ooh, it does smell like grape.
Oh no, is this the worst one? Is this officially the worst one we've tried? Harris backwards and Gushing Grape. I'm already mad. Dang girl, Jet girl, that's why we're doing it. Better you than me, queens. This is why we're doing this.
It smells so good and tastes so bad.
All right, give us why is it worse than the other ones you've checked out?
Well, number one, it's an oil. So I think that's the thing. It's like it's an oil base. So it's got that like very oily texture to it, which I think, again, your brain has that connection to it. But it is like olive oil meets grape. I wonder if people who like wine like this, though, because I'm someone who really despises wine. And I wonder, it's got that like wine flavor to it. I wonder if that's what's throwing me off.
But if it ain't getting you liquored, what the fuck is the point?
That one can go fuck right the fuck off. I'm adding it to my pile because, as we've said, I have a pile right here of the Franken lubes. I have it, and I will do that before the night is out. I will test. I am inspired. Thank you. I am inspired by Miss Sophia.
I am not doing that, but I'll drink more of the birthday cake flavored lube anytime.
I'm fine with that. Oh,
I can't believe
some of these are bad.
I like this one so much.
I'm so proud we both found one we like. I am very proud that actually happened. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I just like having the knowledge that one does exist. Makes me feel much better.
I don't know if I can recommend an aloe-based lube.
Mm-mm. I mean, I see why the aloe. I think the aloe lubes are probably good if someone does have like an allergen reaction, because aloe is usually what is recommended as like a natural lubricant, or one that they do use in a lot of organic ones.
Thank you, stupid mathematician, for the follow. Also, great name, by the way. Hell yeah, happy birthday, stupid mathematician. Please be back. Woo! Happy fucking birthday. I hope that you have a great night.
Thank you for joining us in all of these things.
Yeah, for watching us do this, which is, you know, it's... My mouth is so slick. And not in a good way.
And that's what I'm feeling with the oil. I'm just like...
I love it. Ali Plante, eat the cake lube as an incentive on jackin'. Oh my god. I'm good. I mean, I could
You're like, I'm good.
It.
You're like, I'm not mad at this. What other one sounds less disgusting, if any?
Less disgusting? I don't know. I think I only have yucky ones left. Because I've got pineapple, I have strawberry kisses, and I have... You know what? I'm going to go with green apple delight.
Green apple, yeah. I was going to say, because I got the other two. Let's have you do the green apple. Again, Joe. We're noticing that Joe has... This is a test of will the Joe gelato be the superior version, because the rest of the ones that you and I have are not the gelato.
Chuckabut, it's your birthday too! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Oh my god!
Lots of February babies.
Yeah! Mega Monsters, Jackie's face is upset. It's because I bought the Joes assuming I wasn't going to like them. Let's be real. I did this to myself.
I'm assuming none of these were going to be good. So I am genuinely startled any of them actually are. Like, I will eat my words and eat my lube when I say that. Like, startled any of these were actually good.
We've got all these birthdays in chat. Happy birthday! Well, then we're doing this for you. We're doing this for you guys for your birthday.
We did start with birthday cake. Technically, we're on a theme and we didn't even know it.
You know what? I'll use it later on. I'll use the birthday lube later on, and I'll think of you guys for your birthday. Or is that inappropriate?
Depends on how you're thinking about them. Of just like, yay lube, yay lube. I'm fine with that.
No, it's yay lube. No, it's yay lube.
Yeah, yay lube. Yay lube.
Wow, how sweet. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but now that I've got all of them, I opened all of them, I can't send them back. What am I gonna fucking do with them?
No. There are so many things. Just send them to me. I'll take them.
Okay, great. You'll use them. I'll bring them. What a gift, right, Chuckabot? What a gift!
Exactly.
Easy Princess, well, now you promised, damn it. All right, I'm going for green apple.
Green apple. It sounds like it would be good because, you know, green apple, it's tart. It helps with the salivation. You think it would be good. You're not hating it.
It's not. You know, it gets worse. It gets worse the longer it's in your mouth.
It's when they get back there. Yep.
It's when they get longer it's in there.
So fun fact about your taste buds, most of your taste buds are up front, which is why it's always better to swallow cum than spit it so it doesn't actually get into your taste buds. So then you get it all in your you get the lube in the front and all your taste buds, and then it goes all the way back.
That makes so much sense. Because it was fine, and then as it slowly like slinked its way down the back, I could feel it. Like, slowly, it was worse, way worse than cum, because, like, I could just slowly, like, when I say, I don't say slink lightly. It slinks down the back of my throat.
Because I'm noticing that with a lot of these lubes, you can literally feel it coat your throat. Like, you can feel it.
You guys are confusing me. I don't know. I don't really play video games. Says you can put him in the guest bathroom for the guests.
You'd be like, here's a taste test.
Hey, you
I
can
did contemplate.
Thank you, Anxious Spider-Man.
I did contemplate putting these in my office and like my waiting room with like little like Q-tips being like, taste test your own lube and see if you like it. Take it with you.
Take it. Get it out of here. I don't
get it out of my
want it
office.
Here.
Like I'm never doing that, but I don't feel like that's sanitary, especially in the land of COVID. So,
no.
Jackie, I am so proud of you for doing that. You did the cotton candy one. So good. Which one is worse out of all of the ones you did today? What is the worsty worst?
Surprisingly, I think the Aloe Cadabra was the worst.
And that was the worst?
I think it's because it was the consistency of cum.
Yeah.
But it tingled and like and it wouldn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're just like, make it stop.
Yes, it just coated and it wouldn't go away. What was your worst?
I'm sitting here looking at them and I feel like just from a texture standpoint and just my anger at it, it would have to be the grape. But from a lube, because I don't know if this is an oil, not a lube, it's got to be the Tropical Passion, actually. Like, fuck rough. This one. Like, this was rough. Which is where the evening has now come to. So I've been keeping them on a little bowl. So I now have them mixed in this little amalgamation. If this tastes good, I will be startled. So this is a combination of the Tropical Passion, the white chocolate, raspberry truffle, birthday cake, red velvet, and grape. We're doing this. We're doing it for science, everybody. Okay. You know?
What? Once it hits the back. Once it hits the back. That's when it's the worst. You go, okay. I love you when, know, and then,
Yeah. But what actually happened, because the good one is such a stronger flavor, it actually knocks the rest out, and you actually can't taste them.
Really?
So that's why. Yeah.
Which this one is the gelato flavor?
It's the Joe Gelato one.
You love the Joe
one
Gelato
I like.
One.
Yeah, I think it's because that has such a very strong flavor that kicked the other one. Like it ate the other ones for the most part. Not mad.
So that's not the worst. I think you should put out Q-tips and have people be able to try lubies. Maybe I feel like this is so important because what a waste of money it is.
Yeah.
To buy
these are
lubies.
This was $10
on lube.
Yeah. I spent $189 and that's with my discount code. This was $10. This was $10. This is $15.95, although I like this one. This 5-pack with this one was like $20. These are expensive motherfucking things. And it's like, this could be a huge waste for a lot of people. So if you have access to a sex shop where you could actually go taste them, fuck yeah. Because otherwise you're going to buy shit and just be like, oh, duh. I am so glad we do that.
Because again, like you hear flavored lubes and immediately, I don't know about y'all, but everything in my body goes like, eh. But I was genuinely surprised by the #LubeLife one. Genuinely surprised by the one that that Dr. Jordan tried. What was the blue icy one? But then you don't use that as a personal lube.
It's not lube. That's just an edible warming gel. That's coming home with me. That maybe that'll be like a part 2 of this, because I've got some like pro blow ones, peaches and cream oils. Like these are actually blowjob gels.
Ooh,
these are not
blowjob gels.
So maybe we'll do a part 2 and do blowjob gels and like edible, like actual like edibles, and see if it's actually better. My money is on based on this. Probably better than the flavored lubes.
Probably. All I know is I need to go take like a belly medication now, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're gonna go take some Tums. I'm gonna eat some dinner, but like, holy shit.
Dude, thank you guys so much for joining us and joining us for our experimentation.
experiments.
I really appreciate y'all hanging out, and if you ever have any questions, you can always hit us up at ohnoitsjacky's email at gmail.com anytime, and that we can always get back to you, and we can at the next show. And I'm so excited. We'll be back next week, and thank you so much, Dr. Jordan, for giving us this idea. Yes, I'd really believe it is Jeff. The lubies hurt my belly. Thank you,
it's
Prozac,
like
for my
hurts.
horses. And thank you for eating glycerin for us. Yeah, Majestic Kayla, my Tums is not doing the best it could be, but also I haven't eaten dinner yet, so it's probably
it's like we're gonna go eat and combine, random lubes. I just always have the question, and it's like how everyone poops afterwards, because pooping after anal is always the most hysterical moment because everything is lubricated. I don't think we'll be having the same issue tonight.
No, so, I don't think so. I think everything's good. It's so for much. Science. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And,
thank you all.
Hold on to your butts, because you know what we need. If there's one thing we're sliding right into is right into a tub with ye old flexing seal. Love you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow over on Holden's stream, because he's doing a 12-hour stream, so I'm doing The Sims over on his stream. He literally told me about this morning. So I will see you over have some fun doing it. Stream tomorrow. And yeah, just my Ray's doing a 12-hour stream tomorrow. So come join. He's doing it from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. our time. And Dr. Jordan and I will be back next week. I am excited about that. Easy Bird, what kind of lube do you think Holden uses? I'm gonna say puss. I love you guys so much. Have a great time at the Seal. Have a great week. Be good to each other, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you next week.
To the Seal, everybody's got to